We have made satisfactory progress in the implementation of projects and programs in 4 pillars of the customs union: common market, monetary union, and the political federation. The details of some of the key achievements will be laid out by the chairperson of the Council. Your Excellencies, as I end my term as the chairperson, I wish to underscore the need to focus on: 1, enhancing regional peace and security and political processes for economic development of the community. 2, strengthening trade within the East African community. 3, is fast-tracking digital transformation capacities as a priority and strengthening our industrial base through enhanced regional value chains. Advancing advancing the monetary union agenda, building climate resilience, empower our youth through innovation and free enterprise, and ensuring integration benefits reach all East Africans. 5, enhancing the role of out of efficient infrastructure capacities in all the partner states in line with the priority infrastructure program approved by the heads of state, with financing value of close to US $150 million. Your Excellencies, we face challenges, and yes, the peace may sometimes look slow, but I want to assure you that our commitment to the vision of one people, one destiny remains unshakable. That is 12. As I share in the coming chairperson, I am grateful for the support that I was accorded by your excellencies and all the organs and institutions of the community. I also wish to thank our development partners for their support to the projects and programs of the community. I warmly request that the support accorded to me be extended to the incoming chairperson. Thank you very much.
Tangu kuanzishwa kwake. Nitumie fursa hii kupongeza sana kwa dhati kaka yangu Mheshimiwa Salva Kiir Mayardit, Rais wa Jamhuri ya Sudani Kusini, kwa kuiongoza jumuiya yetu katika kipindi cha Novemba 23, Novemba 25. Vile vile nikupongeze sana Rais Ruto wa Jamhuri ya Kenya.
We will focus on increasing competitiveness, promoting value-added production, boosting inter-regional trade, and driving investment to our economies. These pillars are essential for transforming our economies, creating jobs, and ensuring sustainable development across our countries. Peace, security, political accountability, and good governance are the bedrock of our community's stability. To achieve these aspirations, we must continue to strengthen regional mechanisms that safeguard our sovereignty and collective security while promoting inclusive governance that reflects the aspiration of East Africans. The success of the East African community depends on sustainable financing. The adoption of the 65% equal and 35% assessed financial formula is an important step towards equitable contribution and financial stability. However, I urge partner states to uphold their commitment to the timely disbursement of statutory contributions and fast-track the implementation of the sustainable financing mechanism. This will ensure the EAC Secretariat is well-resourced and empowered to deliver on its mandate. The evidence of our integration is visible in everyday life of our people. Today, as more transformative outcomes of our efforts to build a unified, economically integrated East Africa. Looking ahead, I will work with members of the summit to deliver on key priorities, including enhancing peace, stability, and economic development in our region, increasing intra-EAC trade and investment that now stands at almost 28%, strengthening private sector engagement and the participation of MSMEs in driving economic transformation, the expansion of our community to include South Sudan, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and the Federal Republic of Somalia reflects the growing appeal of the EAC as a model of integration. While this expansion brings opportunities, it also calls for deliberate strategies to ensure the seamless inclusion of new members into our systems. By unlocking the immense potential of our expanded market, we can truly transform the economic landscape of our region, and I commend the recognition of Kiswahili and French alongside English as official languages of EAC. Kiswahili, as a unifying African language, embodies our shared cultural heritage, while French reflects the diversity of our community. This inclusivity strengthens our identity, promotes cohesion, and enhances our capacity to engage effectively, locally, regionally, and in the global stage. Your Excellencies, trade remains a vital engine for economic growth and regional integration. Kenya appreciates the continued support of EAC heads of state in navigating complex trade matters. One such matter is our economic partnership agreement with the European Union, which was necessitated by our transition from least developed countries status. As a country, we face the possibility of losing duty-free and quota-free access to the European Union market, a critical destination for Kenyan exports, particularly fresh produce, such as flowers, fruits, and vegetables. In this context, the EAC Heads of State Summit on the 27th of February 2021 in Arusha endorsed Kenya's decision to finalize an EPA with European Union. This agreement ensured continuity and stability in our trade relations, safeguarding thousands of livelihoods and securing critical export markets for Kenya. Similarly, Kenya concluded an economic partnership agreement with the United Kingdom in 2020, recognizing the necessity of protecting our trade inflows post-Brexit. I am pleased to note that efforts are now underway to accommodate the remaining East African Community partners within this framework as directed by the East African Council of Ministers. And we want to appreciate the foresight of our ministers in getting other partner states to be part of this expanded global market ecosystem. Going forward, I call upon the East African Secretariat to intensify discussions with the European Union to facilitate the inclusion of all partner states in the unified trade framework. A harmonized approach will enhance our bargaining power, expand market access, and position EAC as a formidable economic bloc in the regional and global arena, strengthening private sector engagement and the participation of MSMEs in driving economic transformation. The expansion of our community to include South Sudan, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and the Federal Republic of Somalia reflects the growing appeal of the EAC as a model of integration. While this expansion brings opportunities, it also calls for deliberate strategies to ensure the seamless inclusion of new members into our systems. By unlocking the immense potential of our expanded market, we can truly transform the economic landscape of our region, and I commend the recognition of Kiswahili and French alongside English as official languages of EAC. Kiswahili, as a unifying African language, embodies our shared cultural heritage, while French reflects the diversity of our community. This inclusivity strengthens our identity, promotes cohesion, and enhances our capacity to engage effectively, locally, regionally, and in the global stage. Your Excellencies, trade remains a vital engine for economic growth and regional integration. Kenya appreciates the continued support of EAC heads of state in navigating complex trade matters. One such matter is our economic partnership agreement with the European Union, which was necessitated by our transition from least developed countries status. As a country, we face the possibility of losing duty-free and quota-free access to the European Union market, a critical destination for Kenyan exports, particularly fresh produce, such as flowers, fruits, and vegetables. In this context, the EAC Heads of State Summit on the 27th of February 2021.
Former Chair and the Honorable Heads of States, led by our new Chair, His Excellency Dr. William Ruto, who will be leading us in the next 1 year, which we have full confidence of his leadership. Her Excellency Veronica, Secretary General of the East Africa Community, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor to address this 24th Ordinary Summit of the East African Community, Head of States, and I extend my deepest gratitude to Her Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan, our host, and the President of the United Republic of Tanzania, for the warm welcome and hospitality and I commend the East Africa Secretariat for their excellent preparation of the summit. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to also convey my heartfelt commendation to His Excellency President Salva Kiir Mayardit of South Sudan for his exemplary leadership as the outgoing chair of the East Africa Community for the last 1 year. And I warmly welcome and congratulate His Excellency President William Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, for assuming the role of the chair of the summit. I'm confident in your ability to continue advancing our collective goals and assure you of my country's commitment under your leadership, Your Excellency. This year's summit marks a significant milestone, 25th anniversary of the East Africa Community. Over the past 25 years, this community has demonstrated that regional unity is not only a possibility, but also a powerful driver of shared prosperity, sustainable development, and lasting peace to our people. Celebrating the 25 years of progress, the East Africa's remarkable journey over the past 25 years is a testament of our shared vision and determination. From its inception with 3 member states, the East Africa community has grown into a formidable bloc of 8 nations, united by common aspirations. This reflects our collective ambition to promote economic integration, peace, and sustainable development for the benefit of our people. Today, we reflect on our achievements, including the successful implementation of the key frameworks such as the Common Market Protocol, the Customs Union, and the Monetary Union. These milestones are complemented by ongoing efforts to eliminate tariff barriers, harmonize fiscal policies, and enhance trade through initiatives like the African Continental Free Trade Area strategy at the continental level. In our part, Somalia is proud to join this progressive community, having officially acceded to the East African Community Treaty earlier this year. As the newest member, we are committed to contributing meaningfully to the pillars of integration while addressing challenges that threaten regional stability and prosperity. Somalia's commitment to the regional integration since the joining of East African Community, Somalia has taken significant steps to align itself with the community's objectives. We have prioritized the implementation of the integration roadmap and the Treaty of Accession, actioning our commitment to the Customs Union, Common Market, Monetary Union, and Political Federation. The theme of this summit, promoting peace, trade, sustainable development, and peace and security for improved livelihoods, captures the essence of our collective aspiration. It is a call to action for deeper collaboration in addressing the interconnected challenges of economic growth, security, and environmental sustainability. For Somalia, peace and security are fundamental to achieving sustainable development. While we have made commendable progress in the fight against terrorism, regional challenges still persist. Ethiopia's recent memorandum of understanding with the northern regions of Somalia has had adverse effect on the regional stability. Understanding the fight undermining the fight against Al-Shabaab and diverting focus from critical security aspirations. I would like to commend East African leaders in supporting Somalia, establishing a comprehensive regional peace and security framework that addresses emerging threats and ensures respect and for and adherence to the sovereignty, unity, territorial integrity of all member states of the bloc. Lessons from East Africa-led Nairobi process and regional forces in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo offer valuable insights for designing effective mechanism. Advancing economic integration. Somalia is fully committed to East Africa's economic integration agenda, the Common Market Protocol, which facilitates the free movement of goods, services, labor, and capital, is central to our vision for prosperous and interconnected region. We commend the East Africa for its success in solving 6 non-tariff barriers this year and urge continued efforts to eliminate the remaining barriers that hinder intra-regional trade. Somalia is also aligning its trade policies with the African Continental Free Trade Area, which is a strategy to the East African community to maximize the benefits of expanded market access and support regional innovation and collaboration. As we move towards fiscal harmonization under the East Africa Monetary Union, Somalia is committed to achieving the macroeconomic convergence criteria. We support the establishment of integrated payment system and other initiatives that promote economic resilience and growth. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, sustainable economic development cannot exist without peace and security. Somalia remains a frontline state in the fight against terrorism and violent extremism. Today, our successful offensive to eliminate the scourge of terrorism is progressing well with the support of the troop contributing countries of the African Union. Somalia is fully committed to the East African counter-terrorism strategy and supports the establishment of regional counter-terrorism center to enhance coordination and effectiveness. Additionally, we urge the summit to expedite the conclusion of the Mutual Defense Pact, which is essential for the future peace support operations. By effectively working together, we can ensure that peace and security are advanced further to support our positive regional integration aspirations, without which peace and security and stability are not possible. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, this 21st anniversary is a moment of pride and reflection. It reminds us of the transformative power of regional integration and the enduring spirit of unity that has guided us through the challenges heralded success. As we look to the future, let us set ambitious goals to build on our achievements, prioritizing infrastructure development, youth empowerment, and climate resilience to ensure the East Africa community remains a global model for regional cooperation. Excellencies, in conclusion, I would like to commend and recognize the respective decisions that has been taken by our forefathers, the 3 leaders who established this community more than 60 years ago. They deserve to be remembered in all our walks of life. Somalia urges this summit to reaffirm its commitment to the East African Treaty and its vision for a unified, prosperous, peaceful region. Let us address the challenges that hinder our progress while embracing the opportunities that lie ahead. Together, we can build a region defined by peace, prosperity, and unity, leaving a lasting legacy for future generations. Indeed, we are stronger together. I thank you.
Held the 24th Ordinary Summit of the East African Community Heads of State on the 30th November 2024 at the Arusha International Conference Center in Arusha in the United Republic of Tanzania. The heads of state met in a warm and cordial atmosphere. The summit received the progress report of the Council of Ministers for the period 25th November 2023 to 29th November 2024. The summit commended the Council for the progress made in implementing the programs and projects of the community and directed the Council to expedite the implementation of the roadmap for implementing the financing formula and report progress to the 25th meeting of the summit. B, directed the Council to finalize the schedule of sanctions to be implemented alongside the financing formula. C, directed the Democratic Republic of the Congo and the Federal Republic of Somalia to submit names of constitutional experts to the Secretariat by 31st January 2025. D, directed the Republic of Rwanda, Republic of South Sudan, United Republic of Tanzania, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, the Federal Republic of Somalia to conclude national consultations on the EAC Political Confederation Constitution by 30th June 2025. E, directed the Council to make recommendations on the use of variable geometry in the political integration of the community for consideration by the 25th Ordinary Summit. Directed the Attorneys General, Ministers of Justice to conclude the proposal to amend Rule 11 of the Rules of Procedure of the Summit on Quorum and advise the Summit during the 25th meeting of the Summit. Took note of the progress report on the EAC-EU Economic Partnership Agreement and directed the Council to report progress to the 25th meeting of the Summit. Number 3, the Summit received the report of the Retreat of Ministers responsible for Foreign Affairs and EAC Affairs and directed the Council to A, work with the partner states to develop regional guidelines for multidimensional peace support operations and guide future regional peace support operations. B, expedite the conclusion of the EAC Mutual Defense Pact to facilitate peace support operations undertaken by the community, and C, expedite the implementation of the EAC counterterrorism strategy and report progress to the 25th meeting of the summit. Number 4, the summit received a report from His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, facilitator of the EAC-led Nairobi process on the restoration of peace and security in the Eastern Democratic Republic of the Congo. The summit noted the deteriorating situation in Eastern DRC and called for cessation of hostilities. The summit resolved that due to the complexities of the parallel processes, the Luanda process and the EAC-led process be merged into one and managed jointly. SADC and EAC should meet to discuss the modalities in consideration of the widespread impact of the situation in DRC on the East African community. Number 5, the summit called for a coordinated approach for the various initiatives and mechanisms to restore peace and security in Eastern DRC and directed urgent implementation of recommendations of previous Nairobi meetings and directed urgent resumption of. Number 6, the summit approved and signed the instrument of adoption of amendments to Article 137 of the treaty to incorporate French and Kiswahili as official languages of the organs and institutions of the community, in addition to English, and Article 132.4 to reflect and facilitate the implementation of the financing formula agreed by the summit. Number 7, the summit directed the Council to consider modalities of partner states paying their contributions in local currency, taking into account the provisions of Article 132.5 of the treaty. The summit approved and signed Annex 7 to the Protocol on the Establishment of East African Common Market on mutual recognition of academic and professional qualification regulations. The summit assented to the East African Community Customs Management Amendment Bill 2022, the East African Community Appropriation Bill 2023, the East African Community Supplementary Appropriation Bill 2023, and the East African Community Supplementary Appropriation Number 2 of Bill 2023. The heads of state, number 10, noted that the term of Honorable Justice Dr. Charles O. Nyawelo as judge of the East African Court of Justice ended in January 2024 and commended him for the dedicated service to the community and wished him well in future endeavors. Number 11, the summit designated Honorable Justice Richard Wejuli Wabwire from the Republic of Uganda as the Deputy Principal Judge of the East African Court of Justice with effect from 30th November 2024. The heads of state congratulated and awarded certificates to the winners of the 2023 ESC Secondary Schools Essay Competition and commended them for their keen interest in the ESC integration process. The summit commended East Africans for commemorating 25 years of regional integration and emphasized the importance of strengthening trade relations, fostering peace and security, youth and women empowerment, to engage in commercial production and enhancing environmental protection, including green energy and embracing digital transformation as key drivers of regional integration, and A, directed the Council to prioritize elimination of barriers to trade, removal of restrictions on movement of persons and services to foster trade integration, adopt inclusive digital policies and payment solutions to enhance trade, security, youth and women empowerment in production and cross-border trade. Directed the Council to study the recommendations with a view to implementation. Number 14, the summit commended His Excellency Salva Kiir Mayardit, President of the Republic of South Sudan, for excellent leadership during his tenure as chairperson of the summit, and congratulated His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto for assuming the chairpersonship of the ESC summit. The summit decided that the Republic of Kenya would be the chairperson of the community, while the Federal Republic of Somalia will be the rapporteur. In conclusion, the heads of state thanked Her Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan and extended their gratitude for the warm and cordial hospitality accorded to them and their delegations during their stay in the United Republic of Tanzania. Chairperson, you may wish to move for adoption.
Thank you very much, Your Excellencies. That being a true reflection of the communique for the meeting that we just